What's up, people? Ben Sam Like TV here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for taking time to check out the video. Why I'm not staking my Shiba Inu right now. I'm not telling you not to, and I'm not saying that one of the reasons I bought Shiba Inu was because you can stake it and make interest off of it. That's one of the beautiful things about it. But that's the case, with many cryptocurrencies. So why would I not stake? And everything I'm telling you guys now is not for financial advice. I'm just telling you what I do. This is for educational purposes only. Is I do. I mean, I just made 2 videos saying how I think Shiba Inu is going to go to 1 to 5 cents, in the near future. Near future could be relative, okay? In the near future, I think it's going to definitely, I could get a double, a triple, depending if the whole crypto market, as a whole right now, it's on the downtrend. But in a certain, when you look at the markets, it always does it. There's a bear market to it. It consolidates, and then you heavy spike, fast move up to new highs. And so if that continue now, if cryptos are over and they're done and they're going to go to zero, then then I guess the strategy is not going to work. But if that's the case, it doesn't matter if you stake your coins anyways at this time, because if they're all going to zero, you can get a couple percent, 3, 4, 5% off zero. That's still zero. Okay, so I don't believe that's the case, though. I think that we're going to have continue with all this money printing. If they wanted to let everything collapse, they would have done it already. They wouldn't be bringing interest rates to below zero almost. They wouldn't be printing money. I just got my check in the mail for my kids, so that's more money in my bank. That's going out to many Americans. Just the money's flowing. Okay, so that money has to flow somewhere. The rich people want to protect their assets from inflation. So I believe still cryptos have a place in history right now in the market. So I don't want to stake my money yet, because I don't want to even leave it there for a month, 2 months, 3 months, because I believe in the near future, if we do have another super spike, even if Bitcoin goes to 100, Shiba Inu could triple, quadruple. So why would I want to stake it for a month and have it stuck there for a month when it could go to 4 times the amount and then potentially drop back again, like a Dogecoin or something? Because this is still not a stable coin. There's still a lot, could still be a lot of in the long run volatility, but in the long run, I do believe the founder and the support that it has with all of its the popularity, it's going to continue to be a coin that has an upward trend. But in the short time, I think if we do get a super spike here in the next month, 2 or 3 months, I don't want to be locked in. My plan, and everyone has to have their own plan, okay? If you only got $500, $300 of Shibu, then it almost doesn't matter what you do. You can go ahead and stake it. You can do, I mean, but that being said, too, if you only got 3 to 500 and you're only making a couple percent, and I'm in cryptocurrency.com. So if you, some people are having, recommending maybe moving to shibaswap. But with all the moves, I'm thinking I'm going to lose more than I'm going to gain in staking it. And that means I have to stake it for a longer period of time before I even got my return back. So my goal is just leave it where it's at. I'm not staking it yet. I'm waiting for it to double or triple, like I did with Dogecoin. If you go watch my Dogecoin videos, you'll see I got it at 5 cents and I had the same plan. When it doubled, I cut off half. And that money was free money at that point. I doubled it again and I took off another half. I didn't know it was going to go that fast. That's why I was surprised. That's why with Shiba, I don't want to lock my money up right now, because this thing could double, triple anytime soon. It could keep going down. Don't get me wrong. So that's what I'm saying. Don't do what I'm doing just because I'm not giving you advice. So you got to have your own plan. This is my plan, because guess what? Shiba Inu is just one of my many things in my portfolio that I have. So I can just leave it there and I don't have to worry about it. I don't put more in than I can afford to lose. This is a speculative bet too. I have solid bets, secure bets, and I have speculative bets. My speculative bets are usually lower, because I mean very small amounts, because those could 10x, in a small time, those could go to zero. So in that sense, I don't want to put more than I can lose sleep over. So I don't have tons, I don't have a small amount, but I don't have a huge amount. So my goal is the same what I did with Doge. When it doubles or even triples, I'm going to half it. And then I may not even stake my shoe then either. What I'm going to do is I'm going to half it and buy like a stable coin like Tether or the USD coin. And in cryptocurrency, if you do a 1 month or a 3 month, you could get 10 to 12% interest for the year annually. That's crazy. That's where else can you do that? So I'm just learning more about staking myself now. I mean, I've been watching cryptos like everybody else. I've owned Bitcoin, Ethereum way back in the day and made some money and sold and didn't hold. So, and I've had gold and I've had silver and I have a lot of investments that stocks that go up and go down. And in time, I've learned different strategies. So the thing I found is that half I'm going to put in a stable coin and get a 10 to 12% return on that. And I'm just going to let that grow. And the other half I'm going to leave in speculative with Shiba Inu. I'm going to let that just go. So when I half it, I want my half that now I have free money in Shib doing whatever. And my other half is in something like that crypto US dollars like doesn't move. It's stable. It just stays there, but you're earning 10 to 12%. That's great. So that's what I'll leave with that cash. And if she doubles again, maybe I'll do that again and let that just grow and have that passive income coming in. So that, and just like I have some stocks, I have some speculative stocks, and then I have stocks like I bought some oil stocks 3 to 4 months ago. You could have got Exxon 10%. And I told my friend, and he got some Shell, and me and him both close to double our money, but I was collecting a 10% dividend also why I'm waiting. So that to me is something that is more of a long-term where you're going to have, more of your funds, where some of these speculative bets like Dogecoin, Shiba Inu. Now, don't get me wrong. I like that you can stake Shib. So maybe I will stake some of my Shib, but it's only a 3%. And when we see what Shiba swap, Shiba swaps, whatever, we'll see what their interest rate is. But when I can have my Shib just growing, and that could go 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 10 times, 1,000 times. Why would I want to stake that for 3% when I could stake something like a USD coin that's not going to lose me any money and it's going to make me 10 to 12%? And that's more of a solid investment, something that, now don't get me wrong, cryptocurrency.com, they haven't been around that long. So in that sense, you don't want to put too much in there. And that's why I like to be spread out, because even the banks can go bust, and they are FDIC backed. But I'm sorry to say, if you research enough history, I'm a history major as well, and you look at economics, nothing really is totally safe. Okay, I mean, they can come and take your gold. They did that once. They've confiscated gold. So there's nothing. People tell me that's the best thing to have. And so in that sense, I'm not saying it's not, but you got to be diversified. And the whole goal is to have enough things making you money that you don't have to work. Now, I like to do, I do insurance. I've worked in a school where they teach you to trade and invest. I did that for about 3 years, and I did that because I wanted to do that, and I liked it. It was fun, and I learned how to trade better. And I was with these guys who've traded 30, 40 years. So anything I do for work, I want to be doing something that's going to give me a skill and help me perfect my skills. So now I'm doing insurance because insurance also, I like it. I'm helping people, and it gives me residual income when I have agents sign up with me and they work with me. Now, if you're interested in selling insurance, hit me up, because I can get you, I can have you be part of my agency, and that way you can, do something that you can do on the side, make side money, as well as you can grow your agency, and eventually you can, collect off other people's work, which that's why I'm doing this. Someone's collecting money off my work, I don't care about that, because it's just, that's what I like to do. You like to make, that's the way that you really can grow. And that money I'm making, I can invest more in my passive income, places where I like to put it, where I can make more passive income. Now, how did I start off? And this is some advice. When I started off, I was making good money, but I bought a small home. And I've looked on there, some people buy houses on cash. That's fine. But the whole thing is a small home, and I didn't buy a Beamer or a Benz right off the bat. I bought a Kia, and I paid it off. So I had no car payment. My mortgage is very cheap, and me and my wife try to live very simple. Why? Because the extra funds then we started to put in investments. You can live debt free if you want, but I also feel like as long as your income is making you money enough to pay off your bills, it's almost the same thing as being debt free. But you're using money to also make money so that you can not only live debt free, but you can just do whatever you want. So in that sense, that is how you have to think, especially if you're young. You can start off big, buy all the expensive stuff, and never have anything. To now I'm 45, and all these investments I made because I live cheap and I live under my budget. You start to see these things work for you, and it's nice. And then you start to have less pressure, and then you can start to explore and do things you want to do, and do things because you want to grow and learn. So that's what I do. And I had a lot of free time in the jobs I did. I want to make sure if I'm going to work, I want free time so I can learn a lot, so I can better myself, so I can grow more, so I can figure a lot of this stuff out that I've been learning. So that's what I'm doing with why I'm not staking right now. Right now I drive an Audi though, Audi A4. It's not even that. It's not like, super bad, super expensive. I have nice clothes, nice shoes, but that's only because it's not, as you grow, you can grow also in the things you like. It takes time though. You don't start off that way. If you do, you're always gonna be in debt and you're never gonna have any extra money to invest and figure out ways to let your money work for you. So that's just some things I would throw out there for you guys. If you're starting off young, this is great. It's a great opportunity for you, and don't risk. That's the thing. If you, the number one of the name of the game is don't lose your money. Don't lose. So in that sense, you have to keep most of your money in things that are going to grow for you, and they're not going to just sit there. They're going to grow, but they're going to be very secure and safe investments. Most of your money. Now you have a small portion that you can invest in Shiba Inu. You can invest in Dogecoin. You can invest in different things that you feel could potentially give you a 10x, 20x, 100x in the short run. But you got to be very careful. I've made some of those mistakes too, where I just, you want to, load up on the options and let's just see if it'll work, and you don't really have a plan and you're just going out of emotion, and you can lose a lot fast. So you got to be careful. So I could have been a lot further along far faster if I would have not. But on the other hand, because I put myself in that position, I was able to take those risks and learn. And I feel I'm never going to have a midlife crisis because I was able to take some of those risks, do some of those things and learn. And I don't have to wait till I'm 50, 60, like I've seen a lot of people, I've met in my career, that's when they decided they lived safe their whole life. And they decide now they want to risk. Now they look and they realize they don't have the skills and the ability to be able to live the way they want to when they're retired, and they get scared and they get worried. And then they make decisions out of fear and worry, and that's how you lose a lot of money, when you start making decisions out of emotion. But sorry to say, if you wait that long and you didn't pay the price when you were younger to be able to make those to learn ththose things and make those investments and make those mistakes, it's very difficult as you get older. Not saying it's impossible, but you don't want to wait till you're that old. Now if you are that old and you didn't make any, the number one rule for you is don't lose your money. Okay, so make sure as you have less to risk, you're very careful to make very sound strategic moves and have a plan, and do not take huge major risks with majority of your capital, because you won't be able to get it back. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to have to go live with your kids because you decide I'm going to make emotional risk because it's my only shot, and you shoot your last bullet and it's gone, and now you don't have a lot of options left. So that being said, hope that helped. That's why I'm not staking right now Shiba Inu. I do like that you can stake it though. That's one reason I bought it. So in the future, not saying I won't, but now that I've been researching more how you can even stake cryptocurrencies, I know it's been out for a while. So there's a lot of videos. It's not teaching you how to do that. You can go watch other people who've made videos on how to do it. But I think it's a good option if you want to have some really good returns and with stable investment, to have some nice passive income with some of these cryptocurrencies and how you can stake. So you just got to use staking strategically, use it well, use it right, and think about when you're staking your Shiba Inu for what you're getting, because what if in the next month that thing triples, 3x's, 5x's, 10x's, which we don't know. Most likely with the way the markets are, it's hard to say, but if it does, you're going to be holding your 3% and not being able to take some of your gains off. So if you don't want to though, and that's your strategy, that's great. You're doing, do what you're going to do. But I'm just sharing with you my strategy, why I am. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for tuning in again, and have a great day. See you next time. Ben Samuel TV. Bye.